Hello there, vinyl community. I'm back here with another video. This one has some pretty cool finds in it. A lot of these are kind of Grail to me. This is the first one. This is a new find, but recently I went to go see the Moody Blues live. It was, I think, like one of their first shows after Ray Thomas died, because he died on my birthday on the 7th. And I saw all three members, and the only one that I got to sign was John Lodge, who was the bassist. Signed my copy of Days of Future Past. They played this album in its entirety. It was a phenomenal show, too, so really cool to have that. This was kind of like a birthday gift I got to myself, and this, I'm going to post a photo of what it looked like when I first got it, but I have peeled it, and this is my Third State Butcher cover. Yeah, you could see from the photo I pasted that it was very bad when I got it, and this is the peel on it now. It looks a lot better. Has a little bit of a tear up here, though. I got this for really cheap, though. Original label, and original capital label, original 66 pressing. And it's really nice to have one, because I've always had the trunk cover, but I've never had a Butcher, so really cool to have an original Third State Butcher cover. Especially, I put a lot of work into peeling it and making it look nice, so I'm really happy with the result. These next batch are from record stores. This is A Child's Garden and Grass. That was also from a record store, by the way. This is a pre-legalization comedy. This is about marijuana. I just thought it was interesting to get. And it has a giant plant as the gatefold. I just thought it was really fun. Really nice condition. A Child's Garden and Grass, a pre-legalization comedy. And I thought it was, especially the cover, like with all the rolling papers and the plants and just everything, I thought was great. This is a really nice one to have. This is an upgrade for me. It has all the inserts. My other copy only had a few of the inserts. This one is complete. This is the Who Live at Leeds. Disc on it's real nice. Has the original inner sleeve with a really clean disc. And has all the inserts. I'm just going to go through these really quickly. It has the poster, which this is worth opening up because it's a really cool poster. And, of course, My Generation lyrics, delivery note, original Woodstock contracts. Oop, trying to stop it from falling. This picture of how did I forget his name? Pete Townsend. And it has some handwritten notes on the back. Promotional photo for My Generation. Another delivery sheet, I believe. Cancellation form. It's just really cool, everything that just comes with a notice for delivery again. Oh, I almost dropped something just now. I'm going to put it all back anyway, and then I'm just going to cut it. And this is a letter from EMI rejecting them, and this is another bill. So yeah, this is a really cool find, Who Live at Leeds complete. This next one is also complete, and it's probably the closest to a mint copy I've ever seen of this album. So much that I keep the disc out of it, and it's just really clean with all the inserts. This is an original 73 pressing, a Dark Side of the Moon. Original US copy in just absolutely stellar condition. Like barely any rubbing on the seams. It has the posters and the stickers, which my other copy only had the posters, so it's kind of big for me to find one with the stickers. This is the sticker sheet. Of course, the two posters. This one is just of a pyramid. This one is worth unfolding. I'm probably going to unfold both of these. Why not? They don't have any tape residue or sticker marks or tear, so I don't think these were ever hung up. So, like, I was really excited to find this, and this was only $15. The disc has the original inner sleeve as well, and it is, like, totally mint. Here's the disc with the original Harvest inner sleeve. I have another one that is polylined, because the disc on this is just absolutely near mint. It is in gorgeous condition, not a single scratch or scuff on it. So this was an absolutely great find for a really minty copy for $15. This one is really nice as well, but this is a Canadian pressing of the first Beau Brummels album. Yeah, really cool one to have. It's on Rio Records, and the disc on this is near mint as well. And this is a really good album. I had only really known like Laugh, but this entire album is really good, so if you don't have it in your collection, I really highly recommend checking it out. It's an absolutely great album all the way around. This is one I've been wanting for a while, but I haven't been able to find any in my price range that I was willing to pay, and then I found this. This is the Who Magic Bus compilation album. Totally unnecessary album to have to your Who collection, because it's just like a compilation album. But it's still really cool cover, really nice disc with the original inner sleeve. Disc is VG Plus cover. The VG has some stamps on it, some sticker wear, but really clean. This one I was really, really happy to find because I've been missing this album from my Beach Boys collection. It's an absolutely stellar album. This is the Beach Boys Sunflower, perhaps the most underrated of Beach Boys albums besides Carl and the Passions. Just an absolutely great album all the way through. If you haven't listened to this entire album, this is the album where Brian Wilson, Pet Sounds was his statement. This album is the Beach Boys itself statement. This is their, just every single song on there is great. Every member puts forth a huge effort. You have songwriting emergence from Dennis Wilson. It's just a must-have Beach Boys album. This one is, I got this, I already have a white label promo of this, but this one has a 7-inch, and my other one didn't have the 7-inch. Beach Boys Holland. Here's the disc, just standard release. It has a really nice disc, VG Plus. Has the insert. This is all common stuff to find with it, but it's just, my copy didn't have the bonus 7-inch, which I'm going to show in a second. This is the bonus 7-inch. Just didn't have it, so this was $4, so I figured why not. It has the 7-inch and it's pretty clean. This is a nice, clean one of the shrink as well, and it's the really cool one to have in the shrink with the hype sticker. This is Janis Joplin. I got the Old Cosmic Blues Again, Mama. Massive upgrade to the one I had before. An original 360 Columbia label, the original inner sleeve. This was only like $5. I couldn't pass it up, especially for original Janis Joplin stuff in the shrink. This is an obscure one. The Hullabaloos, England's newest singing sensations. This is really clean. This is an original on Roulette Records in mono. This is, of course, one of those cash-in albums. This is kind of like those Beatlesque sounds. It's kind of like, the best way I can describe this is, it's a very light-edge Beatles sound, more Baroque pop, but it's still really nice to have. Johnny Winter, his first album, not his first album, but his second album, actually. This is a really good copy, especially the disc. Has the original inner sleeve. Johnny Winter stuff. I always buy his stuff whenever I could find it. This dude's an excellent guitarist. This is a classic right here in the shrink. I've never owned a copy of this, and this one's really clean. Blue Oyster Cult. This is their debut album with the original hype sticker. This album is really, like, ranked up on the hype sticker as, like, oh, one of the best albums since '67 and stuff. But I listened to it. It was really average for me. I thought it was good. Don't get me wrong, but it just seemed really average. It didn't. I don't feel like it deserved the hype it got on the hype sticker. But then again, it was still a pretty good album. So, Iron Butterfly Heavy debut from them, absolutely stellar album. One of my favorites from here was Get Out My Life Woman. Been listening to that to a lot recently. This has a really good groove going to it. A really clean copy as well. Original Atco. Really clean copy, so really, really glad to have it. This one I got as a gift for a friend, but I just haven't brought it to him yet. This is the Zodiac Cosmic Sounds. Every song on here is based on the signs. This is glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Really cool one to have. I'm going to try to find an original of it. This is an online purchase. This was only $10 shipped. This is the Seeds Future. No inserts on this one. It's very hard to find these with the inserts. This is an original on the GMP Crescendo label. This is one I used to have, but then I sold it, so found this at a thrift store. Figured I'd get it back again. Double Vision by Foreigner. This is this had different cover color variations. Has the original teal inner sleeve with. I really, really like the way this Atlantic label looks with the silver and blue. I really like this Atlantic label. This is another thrift store purchase. This is Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife. You know, why not? It's in the shrink, has the hype sticker, original inner sleeve. Just overall a pretty cool copy to have for $1. This is an upgrade for me. I Frankensteined it because it had the better. Mine had the better disc. This one had the better cover. This is Get the Knack. Found this at the thrift store, and I just Frankensteined the disc from my copy into it. So now I have a really nice original copy. This is from a few weeks ago from a record store visit. This is where I start getting into some Grail. So I'm gonna put some stuff away, then go back to recording. Alright, I'm back. I just had to clear up some room to show some of this stuff. This is an original promo copy, this with the poster. This is Touch, one that I've never seen before in person. It's actually pretty scarce. Not too rare, though. Not by any means a Grail, but it's still really cool to have. And very rare to find with the poster. You don't find these with the poster often. And this is the poster. Really interesting poster. And this really interesting cover as well. It's a top loader. Has the original inner sleeve. It's not promo stamped or anything. It's just has the promo sticker on the cover. Original Coliseum press. This is a Grail though for me because this album sold so poorly when it came out. I highly recommend researching this guy if you're interested. This man is named Wildman Fisher. He was signed to Frank Zappa's label with Bizarre Records. Sorry, I just forgot the name for a second. And he discovered On the Streets of New York. So I really recommend looking this album up, checking into this man. Frank Zappa wasn't allowed to sign any artists after this because Warner Brothers lost so much money on this album. Really near mint copy, 2-record set. Really, the discs are nice on it, I should say. The covers, you know, like VG Plus, maybe. Lower end of VG Plus, though. Still a really interesting one to have. Happy is the Sunshine Company. Haven't had a chance to listen to this whole thing yet. Yeah, original Imperial label. Really nice disc on it. Couldn't pass this up. If Sunshine Company stuff, whenever it's cheap, I always get it. This is Satin Chickens, Rhinoceros. Original Electro pressing with the original inner. Red Electro label. This one I've been searching for a long while, but I finally found a copy. Cold Blood. Original San Francisco pressing of this. And if you haven't listened to this, this woman is a very underrated female singer. I forgot her name, but she is, for me, one of the greats from the 60s. Her name's Lydia Pence. This absolutely stellar album all the way through. This is Stories. At first I didn't really like this because I was expecting more psych out of it, but it's more along the lines of glam rock / 70s rock. Still a pretty good album, though. Very piano-driven. Original copy on Buddha. Really clean copy, too. It's near mint. So, wasn't disappointed in this at all. It's still pretty cool to have. This is Joan Baez, Volume 2. This came from a dollar bin. Been buying her stuff slowly as I find it. Really clean copy. Original Vanguard. This is one I've been holding on getting until I found one with this specific cover. This is Get Ready by Rare Earth. I like how, what was it, Rare Earth Records themselves prepared the cover with a polyline coating inside. Original on Rare Earth Records. This one I've never had before, so I picked up this really clean copy of it. John B. Sebastian. Original textured cover. Pretty clean copy. Has the insert. Ooh. And it's on reprise. This came from a pawn shop. This is the Spencer Davis Group, Greatest Hits. Been lacking on any Spencer Davis in my collection, so starting off with Greatest Hits is great because I love the Spencer Davis Group, but I just don't find their stuff often in the wild. Originally United Artists. This actually came from a thrift store, and this is Apple related because originally George Harrison signed these guys to Apple, but then they got a cease and desist from Elektra Records, so original Apple pressings of this album, which didn't have a cover prepared, it was just a disc, go for a lot of money. It's Delaney and Bonnie, Except No Substitute. This is their first album. Original red electro pressing. I thought this was really interesting to find at a thrift store. I'm very happy I found it. This is another thrift store find. This is Josh at Midnight by Josh White. Some acoustic blues right here. Original, very early electro label with the singer label, the guitar player label. Happy to find this as well. Joan Baez's first album on Vanguard Records. A really clean copy of this. A really, really clean copy. One that I was absolutely really happy to add to the collection because it's very nice condition. This is another one I've actually never had before. Best of the Bee Gees. Pretty clean copy, and I got this because it's nice to have stereo versions of the original Bee Gees 60s stuff when they were doing Psych. Like, you got Every Christian Lighthearted Man will show you on here, which is probably my favorite Bee Gees song. And the final record before I go on to some 45s is The Last Words. This is the one and only album from 1968. If you ever wanted to hear a Psych version and No Reply by the Beatles, this is the record to listen to. The other good songs from here are Marine, The Kids Are Alright, which is a cover, It's Not Over. This is a really good album. Not anything like amazing, but it's really good. Original mono Atco pressing. So now I'd like to show some 45s I've gotten recently. I'm pretty sure I haven't shown any of these, so I'm excited to show them. This is an original International Artist 45 for You're Gonna Miss Me by the 13th Floor Elevators, backed with Tried to Hide. Disc on it is pretty good. This has some slight writing on the label, but really cool one to find. This next one is a promo single by Little Richard for Long Tall Sally, backed with Slippin' and a Slidin'. Original white label promo from Specialty Records. This one, I already had a picture sleeve for in nice condition, but I saw this, and it's been at the store for a few months, so I wanted to bring it home with me, because, you know, I didn't want to see it sit there. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. I already have a nice picture sleeve of this with a nice disc. Original Capital. These two were kind of like a grail for me, because these are original UK Fleetwood Mac 45s from the 60s. This is Need Your Love So Bad, back with Stop Messin' Round. Original on Blue Horizon. And this is Albatross, backed with Jigsaw Puzzle Blues. So these were like the finds of the month for me personally, besides the Butcher cover. And this is It Don't Come Easy by Ringo Starr. And the last 45 I have to show is a very early Willie Nelson single, white label promo for Touch Me, backed with Where My House Lives on Liberty Records. So thank you guys for watching. I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers who have joined and started watching my videos. I very much appreciate it. I love spreading the music that I buy and hopefully getting some people into different music that they would have otherwise not listened to. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of these finds. And as always, I'll catch you later.